In this video, I'll show you the commenting feature in Google Drive, which is one of my favorite features. It provides students the opportunity to have a back and forth conversation, which can really help deepen their learning. It also promotes asking questions and drawing personal connections, all while giving feedback to classmates. Additionally, it provides students with an authentic audience when they know that their peers, teachers, and even their parents can interact with their learning. I also like to have my students use the comment feature as an alternative to each of them presenting their slide or activity in front of the whole class. In some cases, it's really a better use of time, and students can receive more thought-out feedback with commenting. So let's get started showing you how to do it. Right now, I am in a collaborative Google Slides activity. All of my students have completed one slide in this presentation. Each of them had to outline their opinion on a topic of choice and try to persuade others to take action. After each of them has completed their slide, I would have students then go back and read another friend's slide and provide them with some type of comment. In this example, students might give their opinion, they might give another statistic about the issue, and they also might make personal connections that they have to this argument. Maybe the argument has affected their life in some way, and they want to share that with the author of the slide. Now, there are two different ways to comment. The first way is to make a comment about the entire slide as a whole. To do that, what you'll do is make sure the slide you want to comment on is selected on the left-hand side of your screen, and you can see that because there is a color around it. Then you'll go up and click the comment button in the toolbar. You see that it says add comment when I hover over it, so I'm going to click that. And now I can type in my comment about this slide as a whole. If you notice, there's a yellow border that goes around the entire slide, and that just means that the comment will be about the whole slide. I'm going to click cancel for a second. I'm going to show you one other way to comment. If you or your students want to comment on something specific on someone's slide, what you'll do is you'll click on it and highlight it. In this case, I'm going to highlight text, this first bullet, but you could also click on a picture to highlight that. After I've selected what I want to make my comment about, then I'll go up and find that comment button in the toolbar again. It's now a little bit to the right, you can see. I'll click on the comment button. And then now, if you notice, the part I highlighted is still highlighted in the middle of the screen. And I'm going to go ahead and type in my comment. My comment is directly related to that fact about drinking water instead of soda. In my comment, I wrote that I agree, and I give a fact about how much sugar is in the soda. And then I also gave a link to an infographic that shows how many teaspoons of sugar students should have in a day. Your students can add links to their comments. They can even add a link to a video in their comment. So that's kind of neat. It continues that learning. When you're finished typing in the comment, go ahead and click the comment button, and this will post the comment. So when the student returns to their slide, they'll see that this comment has appeared. And notice just when I hover over it with my mouse, you can see that this first bullet has highlighted. So my student is going to know that this comment is about that highlighted part of their slide. To see the rest of the comment, they can just click Show More. And then if they have anything to reply to my comment, they can click in the reply section at the bottom, type it in, they'll click reply at the bottom. And now you can see students are going to have these conversations happening right on their slide. Now, another way that your students can use the commenting feature is when they are revising and editing their writing. So I'm going to show you a Google Doc that my student has written. In my classroom, we have writing partners that help each other revise and edit their writing. Now, those writing partners can really come in handy when students are working in their Google Drive as well. If my student wanted to share this with a friend so that they could view it and comment on it, they have to click the share button in the upper right-hand corner of their screen. Then they'll type in the friend's name that they want to have access to it. Then that student has to decide, do they want their friend to be able to type in their report or change things, or do they just want them to be able to comment on it? If they just want them to comment, they'll go ahead and click this pencil and then go down and click Can Comment. Then they'll click Done. So now that friend that they've shared it with is able to comment. If students are writing a report like this one, for example, their classmates can comment on maybe the parts that they've written well, or comment in areas where they need to add more details, fix their grammar, or where they need to remember the writing goals that they're working on. Students will enter comments the same way as they did in slides. They can highlight part of the doc that they specifically want to comment on, and then click that comment button in the toolbar. The student will then type in their comment. In this case, the student said that they should make sure proper nouns are capitalized, and then they'll go ahead and click Comment. Now, when the author of this piece goes back to it, they're going to see their friend's comment, and they can look at their piece and say, oh, that's right, those two cities need capital letters on them. After they go and fix it, they can click on the comment and click on the Resolve button. That means that this has been resolved, I've taken care of it, and I don't need that comment to appear again. Now, keep in mind that wherever your cursor is, when you click that comment button, it's going to highlight that last word. So for instance, if I click after the word cenote in this first sentence, and I go to write my comment by clicking on the comment button, it's going to highlight cenote. So just be mindful of that. Now, before you let your students have at it and start commenting, it's really important to model what appropriate commenting looks like. You will want to model giving students quality comments and avoiding comments like, great job, or I really liked what you wrote. Commenting should further the learning by asking questions, relating the information to personal experiences, and including further information to the author. Now, you can specify as the teacher what you want your students to comment about, or leave it open with the previous criteria. Commenting is also a place where students should be using correct spelling and grammar. It's not a place for texting lingo. An easy place to start if you want to start commenting with your students is, of course, by modeling, and then even creating a sorting activity with good examples and then non-examples of what's appropriate. An added bonus of teaching students how to comment is that this knowledge will also help them be better digital citizens and teach them about interacting appropriately online. That is all for this video. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please rate us on TPT. And if you have any teacher friends who you think would be interested in this course, please let them know where they can go to find it.